So you may be wondering why I'm standing outside Big John's Market. Well, the reason is I want to introduce you to our latest listing at 2283 Woodside Way. And one of the things that we often get asked by people looking to either buy a second home in Healdsburg or looking to relocate here is whether they should be living out of town on a rural property or in downtown. And one of the big concerns is always, well, what if I need to go to the grocery store to pick up a loaf of bread? Well, our latest listing is literally just 5 minutes from Big John's Market. So even though it's a rural property, you have no worries about being close to the nearest grocery store, which of course is Big John's Market, which is clearly the best grocery store in Healdsburg. So we're going to head over to the latest listing on 2283 Woodside Way, literally just 5 minutes down the road from here in Dry Creek Valley, and go and take a look. As we leave Big John's Market, what we'll see here on the right-hand side is Plank, which is a great coffee shop. And again, sort of less than 5 minutes from latest listing. So a great breakfast coffee option in the morning. And then we're essentially heading down Dry Creek. We head under the freeway here and then go down into the heart of Dry Creek Valley. So Dry Creek Valley is definitely one of the most coveted areas in rural Healdsburg for people to buy a second home, or if they're looking to relocate to a rural property. It's definitely the place people want to be. And Dry Creek Valley itself has got over 70 wineries, so you definitely are living right in the heart of wine country. So as we drive down here, you'll see we're surrounded by vineyards. I mean, it really is absolutely stunning. And the road we're going to turn down is called Lytton Springs. But before we turn down there, just going to pull over and take a look at Morritson Winery, which is a very famous winery here in Dry Creek. And our latest listing is just sort of 500 yards, a kilometre away from Morritson Winery. So this would definitely is the closest winery to the property. So here we are at Morritson, which is actually one of the oldest wineries in the valley, and as I say, is literally just a stone's throw from our latest listing. It was actually founded in 1868, so 150 odd years ago. It actually owned over 4,000 acres at the top end of the valley, which interestingly, when Lake Sonoma was created, a huge amount of that area, that 4,000 acres, was actually flooded, so essentially lost forever. But then a number of years later, they replanted a large number of acres up in Rockpile, which is actually now its own AVA. So they've replanted, they've got Zin, which is what Rockpile is known for, but then they've also planted a whole bunch of Cabernet Sauvignon as well. So the two varietals they're most known for are the Cabernet, the Rockpile Cab, which is actually quite unusual, and then also the Zinfandel. So yeah, a great place to come and bring friends if you're, if they're visiting you, hang out, got really nice little garden area, and really enjoy some fantastic Cabernet and Zinfandel. So let's go and carry on the journey. We'll go down Lytton Springs Road, we'll hang a left, and then we'll be at the listing. So yeah, let's go and take a look. And just on the right-hand side here, we've got Single Thread Farms, which is the farm shop associated with the Michelin star restaurant Single Thread in town. So if you need some groceries, then that's just round the corner. Get your fresh fruit and veg. So we're turning into Lytton Springs Road now, and Woodside Way is just a couple of minutes up here on the left-hand side. And this road is, it's a really beautiful road actually, because it connects Dry Creek Valley with Alexander Valley, and it's a very popular road among cyclists if you're putting together a cycle route that takes in both Dry Creek and Alexander Valleys. So definitely, if you are a keen cyclist, it's a killer location. As you can see here, just a minute or two from Morritson, so we're turning left into Woodside Way. Yeah, just at the end of this road, you will see our latest listing. So excited to come and give you a tour. And just as we drive up Woodside Way, got all these vineyards on both the left and right-hand side, which are actually owned by Gallo. So obviously a huge winery group. So definitely great entryway as you drive up to the drive of 2283 Woodside Way, which you'll just see here on the right-hand side as we're pulling into the driveway. So one of the things that really strikes you immediately when you walk up to this house is just how quiet it is. It really is incredibly quiet. A lot of houses that are on Dry Creek Road, you do get quite a bit of road noise, but this is just in a little pocket, which is like just completely quiet throughout. And as you can see, it's a single level home and it's on around about an acre, but it's a totally flat acre. So it's totally usable. So obviously it's got a pool, so we'll be going to take a look at that. But there's so much more potential that you could do. I mean, you could put an ADU here. There's tons of space for gardening. So yeah, I'm excited to show it to you as a really rare example of a turnkey home on a dead flat 1 acre, close to town, but feels like in the middle of nowhere in rural Dry Creek Valley. So let's go and take a look. So welcome, come on in. So how crazy is that? We've got a glass panel in the door that you press a button and it goes opaque. So yeah, if you come in here, and before we talk about the dining, living, kitchen area, just want to bring you outside because this yard is quite something. It's incredibly rare to get a flat lot. Obviously, we've got a brand new pool. We've got a pool house, which we'll go and take a look at shortly. We've got an outdoor kitchen, a seating area to hang out there, put a fire pit. So this great sort of covered dining area, which is fantastic because you could even dine out here in winter. It's totally covered. It's got a fan, be easy to put a couple of heaters. And then just to the right of the pool, there's a ton more space. You could even put a bocce court, even maybe a pickleball court. And then later on, when we take you sort of around the property in a bit more detail, we'll go and take a look at the orchard over there. But before we get on to all of that, then let's come back and talk about the great room. I mean, this is just a fantastic open living space. So a lot of people who are looking for, their wine country home are looking for a home that has got really good connection from the indoor to the outdoor. And this home, to be honest, you really can't beat it. It's the perfect California outdoor indoor living. We've got the bifold doors, which, obviously completely open. We've got a great dining space here where you can just hang out, admire the view, look at the pool, and then a huge seating area here with a gas fire, and then the mantelpiece there, or the fireplace there is actually wired for a TV as well. So if you wanted to put your TV there, you could. So here we are in the main living space. So the first thing that jumps out at you is, this beautiful central island. The countertops are all quartz, and it's got a sort of leathered finish. So it's definitely pretty tactile, which is really nice. And then it also, which is quite unusual, but I think it looks really, really awesome, is it extends up for the backsplash as well. And so in the kitchen, we've also got a fridge here, which is for your wine and beverages. Great little counter here for preparing the cocktails. And then throughout here, we've got Thermador appliances, so super high-end appliances throughout. We've obviously got dishwasher. We've got an under-the-counter microwave. We've got a 6-burner range, again, Thermador, just really, really great quality. There's a pot filler for your pasta, and then a French-style fridge. So yeah, literally just the best appliances you can get with four drawers. And one of the things I really love about this house is the butler's sink here, which you just get a great view. As you're doing the washing up, doing the dishes, looking out over the entirety of the flat yard, looking out across the pool. I mean, it's really just stunning. You can't see any other houses from here. And then over on the other side of the kitchen here, then you might think, oh, this is just a regular cupboard, but actually it's a really deep pantry. So again, just a really great extra space for kitchen equipment or food as you see fit. And then as we follow on through here, it leads through to a mudroom / laundry. So obviously plenty of room here for the laundry. You've got an additional sink here, and then you've got hooks to hang towels, whatever. And then tons more storage space here. And it's got, upper cabinetry as well. And then this leads through to the garage, which, is a standard 2-car garage. So as we walk down here, we've got the bedrooms and bathrooms. So on the left-hand side here, we've got the guest bathroom with a guest bedroom opposite, which is currently staged as an office, but be a great, guest bedroom as well. And then as we go further down here, we've got another guest bedroom, which has got its own ensuite bathroom, which again has got, really decent sized shower, loo, and everything you'd expect. And it's really nice, this room as well, because it does look out across the pool, across the yard. So a really good feeling of sort of bringing the outside in. And then as we go through here, we've got the primary bedroom suite, which again is a really, really good size. And then as you come through here, we've got a really nice soaking tub. There's 2 sinks. It's got its own separate door, which I know is really popular with a lot of people. And then another great sized shower with glass panels. And then we've got a walk-in closet. So yeah, as a sort of primary bedroom suite, it really does check all the boxes. So now let's head outside and we'll take a closer look at the outdoor kitchen. So great little sort of seating area here. And there's also easy access door back into the mudroom laundry there. Obviously, ultimately goes through to the garage. But yeah, you've got a kitchen. It's all, got a sink here. You've got a gas grill. Got an outdoor fridge here as well, which is obviously, essential for your wine, for your beer. But yeah, it's just totally set up and ready to go. So yeah, as we wander down the property here, we'll go and take a look at the pool house. And you can see, everywhere there's, freshly poured concrete, which has got the salt finish, which gives it a little bit of texture, which is really, really nice. So yeah, let's go and take a look at the pool house. Off the left-hand side of the pool is a pool house with its own little patio area here. And then as you come in, it's perfect to be either, set up as a pool house, or, you could even put a bed there for when guests come to stay and they want a separate space. Obviously, it's got a sink, so if you wanted to, you could put, a microwave here so people are, self-contained. It's got a fridge. And of course, it has a full bathroom with a decent sized shower. So yeah, if you're looking for somewhere you can come in here, shower off, hang out, make some drinks, it's a great addition to the property so you're not traipsing in and out of the house. So yeah, as we wander over here, we've obviously got this really nice grass area, and there's a ton of space at the side here. So if somebody wanted to put in a bocce court, or you could probably even squeeze a pickleball court in there, which would be super cool. And then, yeah, let's head over here, which is where there's a ton of fruit trees, which I'm excited to show you. So we've obviously taken a look at the yard, but there's a whole section of the yard here on the 1 acre, which is just covered in fruit trees. And this tree here is actually a black walnut tree. But if we wander over here, then we've got a pear tree. This tree is just laden with pears, and it's amazing. And then we've got over here, we've got a peach tree. Are they ripe? Yeah, there's maybe we could have a little taste. That's so good. Imagine making your own sort of peach cobbler using this, just amazing. And then as we go on round here, we've got a plum tree. Again, it's just like laden with plums. What have we got here? We've got a apple tree. So again, tons of apples. We've got Asian pears. All these trees are so incredibly healthy. A lot of people, when they buy a place like this, I want to plant some, plant a little orchard, plant some fruit trees. It's literally, you've got everything and it's producing so much fruit. So what a great addition to the property. So that's the end of the tour of the house. So, hopefully you can see, it's been extensively remodeled. You've got new kitchens, new bathroom. It has actually got new roof on it as well, like obviously new engineered floors, and it's 3 full good-sized bedrooms with 2 of them being en suite. So yeah, if you're looking for a property that's turnkey, plenty of space, got a pool in rural Healdsburg but close to town, like single level with 3 bed on 1 acre, this really does check all the boxes, and of course with its very own orchard. But again, one of the things that people often sort of struggle with a little bit when they're making this decision between living in rural Healdsburg or living in the city limits is, well, what if I want to go for a drink or something to eat in the evening? Well, we're going to go and check out an absolute gem, which is, again, just minutes away in Dry Creek Valley. And it's the Dry Creek General Store, which is if you don't know about it, it's definitely worth checking out for both drink, food, and they even have music in the evening. So we're gonna head over there and we can take a quick look. So literally 2 minutes away from Woodside Way is the infamous Dry Creek General Store. If you come here at a lunchtime, pretty much any day, but particularly at the weekend, the deli here is absolutely packed. They do really great sandwiches. I can't stress how good the sandwiches are. They've got something called the Dry Creek Stacker, which I know they're well known for. They also have a turkey pesto panini. But yeah, they make all sandwiches sort of made to order. It's a really great sandwich if you are just, out and about in Dry Creek Valley, but also, if you're at Woodside Way, you don't fancy making lunch yourself, just come down here and grab a sandwich. And then in addition to the deli, like next door, there is a bar, which is a great place to come and hang out. If you come here most early evenings, there's people hanging out, people who've got vineyards, people who work in the vineyards. It's just a really great community hub for Dry Creek Valley. As you can see, it was founded in 1881, so it definitely has got some real history. And then the other thing about this place is on a Friday, they actually do music and food. There's a food truck that comes, they've got a smoker here, and it's a really great community gathering place through the summer months. I think it runs from May to October. So yeah, if you are in the area, come and hang out on a Friday. I mean, what a great place to come and enjoy the evening. So there we have it. That's the full tour of 2283 Woodside Way. And it really is the full package. If you're looking for something, on an acre, rural, turnkey, just minutes from Big John's Market, minutes from Dry Creek Store, with a pool. I mean, it really has got everything. So if you are interested in taking a look, give us a call on 707-238-2112, or just email me at david@BruingtonHargreaves.com. And all of our listings are also on our website, www.BruingtonHargreaves.com. And if you are interested in scheduling a tour with us, then just give us a call on 707-238-2112. We look forward to giving you your own private tour of a real gem within Dry Creek Valley.